Alright guys, the time has finally come. It's mid-May and I'm back up here at one of my favorite lakes on the planet that I've been making at least one trip a year to for almost the last 10 years now. So one of my favorite trips of the year. It's quite a ways from home, so don't get to do too many of these a year, sometimes only one like last year. I was up here the exact same time of year last year, and on the first half of my first day here, my outboard quit. So I spent the next day and a half trying to get around on the trolling motor and basically just anchoring to any spot that I wanted to fish for more than a couple minutes, and caught three smallies over 5 pounds, and my personal best from here is 6 pounds 2 ounces. So that's always the goal. Try to beat that every time I come up here. It's a pretty hard task to do. Even catching 5-pounders a lot of days is almost impossible. So I got about an hour and a half of daylight, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I got the boat loaded up already. Just got to dump it in. Hope this new outboard motor works, and hopefully catch a couple fish.
Let's go. He's nice.
Now that's a giant.
Finally happened.
Oh man. Wow. Look at the payoff.
Yeah, buddy. We did it.
Gotta be a walleye. Sure is. Nice. It's a fat one too. Ouch. I won't complain about catching those, especially on a swim bait. It's pretty sweet. There's definitely a fish on here. Yep. Smallie too. Wrapped around 2 of these freaking branches. No, that's a largemouth. Yeah, that's a largemouth. That's weird. That is fat. Oh my god. That's one of the fattest largemouth I have ever caught or seen in my life. Oh my. That's crazy. Look at that. There's a fishtail sticking out of her throat. Or no. It's a helgramite. I just caught, hands down, one of the fattest largemouth I've ever seen. It's a little fish. It's probably only like 17 inches, but look at that gut. I just caught an absolute giant, and the GoPro wasn't recording. I think it died. But this fish is huge. Right there on the Great Lakes Finesse Juvie Craw. That is already very quickly one of my favorite smallmouth baits. Look at this fish. They don't get much fatter than that. I just caught an absolute giant smallie, and the GoPro must have been dead when I hit record, but got it hanging off the side of the boat on a keeper right here. I'm gonna pull it up for some pictures and get a weight. It's definitely over 5. It's one of the fattest smallies I've ever caught. And there was another really big one with it, so grab it, get a weight, and let her go. That's a monster. You don't see them like that very often. Get a weight on her here quick. Scale zeroed. No way. I must just be way off and used to catching little river smallies because this thing's not even 5. 4.93. That's one of the biggest 4.93s I've ever seen. It's a beauty. The water's so clear. Oh no. This is a big fish. Oh my. That was cool. Kind of drifted over it with the boat, spooked it out of the way. Turned back around, headed into the wind. Threw the little drop fly on there. I didn't see her hit it, but felt her smoke it. It's another good fish. Oh yeah, that's healthy. Little drop fly right in the roof of the mouth, right where you want it. Another awesome smallmouth. Let her go. Well, I came into the back of this creek last night for like the last 45 minutes, and as I worked up here, there's just a really shallow canal that works up into the old creek bed. And as I started going up, I started seeing these giant largemouth that I was spooking out of there that were all the way as shallow as they could get, and there was some big smallies too. So I came in here, I lost one of the biggest largemouth I feel like I've ever hooked on a topwater. And then that was the end of the bite last night, but came back this morning. And my plan was to get off the boat and walk the creek channel. And I just got off the boat, walked to the first spot, and what did I throw first? I threw a swim bait first, and I had a giant largemouth follow me up, and I got it to hang around, so I crouched down on the bank and grabbed a wacky rig rod and threw it out there. That is insane. That was insane. I'm shaking right now. It's an absolute giant. But I'm gonna get a weight on it and then get some video and see what it goes. Look at this fish. I bet it's 5 something. Should measure it too and see how long it is. 5.33. What's that? 18 3/4? Are you kidding me? Dude, look at how that is built. That is a freak of nature.
That's a football and a half.
And yeah, that's really small compared to some of them I was seeing last night.
Jesus.
Dude, that thing is built just ridiculous. Oh my God. I can't believe that just happened. Oh, that's another 5 something largemouth. Oh my God, they're so fat. Let her go and try to catch another one bigger. All right, it's day 3 of this trip. It's really cold this morning. It's about 40 degrees. Had about a 3.5 mile drive over to this spot at the entire other end of the lake from the ramp, but caught that good largemouth back in here last night and found a way bigger one that I think might be on a bed. So I'm gonna work up in there with a big swim bait this morning and try to catch one. The rest of the day out here should be pretty good for some big largemouth and big smallmouth hopefully. So let's get started over here. Got it. Oh, that's another big fish. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is a big largemouth. Oh man. Big largemouth on a bed. That's a freaking thick one. Right in the front of the mouth. I'm shaking. Alright, gonna let this guy go. Right back here where we caught him. It's actually a male guarding a bed. You can see he's skinnier than these females, but still heavy. When I came over last night, there was a giant, thick female, and I thought it was a spawning pair, so this would be the male. Check out some new water and try to catch another one. Oh my God, that's a big one. There's my 5+. Holy sh. That's a giant. That's a big fish. Get a weight on her here. Jeez. 5.31. That one is huge. 5.31. First giant smallie of the trip.
Through your decence. When I'm done, they gon' pick up the pieces. And you know we ain't losing this season. It's the reason why they hate on me. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no, no. Ain't no stopping me. I know I make it look easy. Make it look easy. I know I make it look easy.
Another big largemouth on a bed. Don't wrap me around the tree. Holy shit, this is a big fish. He's trying to wrap me around that stump. Oh my God. This thing is obese. That's got to be close to 5, if not over. Wow, that's so fat. Oh, I love these largemouth. What a freaking awesome fish. 4.49. Look at its head all bit up. I just sight fished a giant largemouth on the light spinning rod with a drop shot. Just weighed it. I couldn't help but weigh it right after I got it in the boat. It's 5.79, 5.8, right, bouncing right between the two. So call it a 5.8. I'm gonna get some video of it on the bump board and see how long it is with that weight, and then take some pictures. Wow, that's a big largemouth. Oh my God, it won't stop. Don't jump, don't jump. How big is this thing? Oh, and there's another one chasing it. How big is this thing? That looks huge. That's bigger than I thought. Oh my. How freaking big is that? Sight fished on a drop shot. That is a freak. I gotta weigh that right now. 5.8. This thing is huge. Looks like 19 and a quarter. 19 and 3/4. Mouth closed. Look at the build on that fish. Let her go. Another giant smallie. This one was 5.20. Got it. That's another big one. Oh my God. Another one over 5 for sure. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy. That has to be the biggest yet. What? Oh my God. On the Great Lakes Finesse juvie tube, or juvie craw, drop shotted. 5.66. It's pretty hard to even wrap your mind around how big these fish are without holding one in your hand, but they are insanely big, thick in every way. Let this giant go. Big smallie out of nowhere on the ChatterBait. What the hell? Well, the GoPro just died. I don't know if it caught any of my fight on this fish, but I just caught a big smallie on a ChatterBait back here in the grassy area. No rocks or anything to be found. Oh yeah. That's a really big fish. That's gotta be over 5. Damn. 5.37 on a ChatterBait. Yeah, that's a big fish. Definitely looks bigger now. Well, today's the last day of the trip, and I just came back into the shallow pond area because this morning's been kind of slow. Came back into the shallow pond area where I caught the big largemouth 2 days ago, and was gonna look for largemouth or walleye, and started casting around the 1/2 ounce chatterbait over these weeds. There's no rocks or anything, and it's weird for smallmouth to be back here, but I just caught the biggest smallmouth at this lake for the trip, 5.37. So gonna get her out, get a good look at her, and let her go. Super fat, 5.37. I thought it was a pike. That's another giant. That hit and fought so hard I thought it was a pike. 5.02. Another smallmouth over 5 pounds. 5.02. Just working down a deeper weed to sand transition line where they're cruising. And this thing absolutely destroyed that chatterbait. I'm gonna keep going down and see if I can get a few more to do that. That's a big fish. Long fish. Damn. Really long old fish. Thing looks like it's been caught 72 times. Had to hit a new lake on the way home this morning that I've never been to, and just caught an ancient old 19 3/4 inch, 4.54 pound old male ancient fish. Definitely built not quite as good as the other fish, but long and skinny. Oh my God, that's a muskie. Oh my God, it's a muskie. Oh my God, it's a muskie. You're kidding me. I don't even know what to do with this thing. I can't do anything. It's just pull and drag. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Oh no. This thing is crazy.